All right, here is a core workout for you. We have a total of 8 movements we're going to complete today, 10 repetitions of each movement. We will hit 10 on each side when there are movements where we're working one at a time. Equipment wise for today, we're going to be down on the floor for pretty much all of it. But I am going to use one light set of dumbbells. I have 2 5-pound dumbbells here with me. And then also I have a yoga block. This is about a 3-inch thick yoga block. You can get these at TJ Maxx. You can get them Walmart, Amazon. If you don't have a block though, anything that will just kind of lift your body up. We're going to put this under our tailbone for one of the movements that we're going to complete today. So just anything that can kind of elevate you up off of your mat a little bit so that you're not totally down on the floor. So that's what we're going to work for today. Again, you can complete this as many rounds as you would like to. The goal is to get at least 3 rounds in, but today I'm going to walk through one full round with you. So we're going to start off on our backs with a frog crunch. So what we're going to do, you're going to start out more of this Indian style position. You're going to push your feet together. So we're really going to think about pushing the balls of our feet, heels of our feet together. I'm going to scooch up just so I can hopefully stay in view of camera here. And I'm going to roll backward. So what we're going to do, arms, we're going to extend them back over our head. We are going to crunch up and reach those hands towards that middle part of our butterfly sit or our frog position here. So a big inhale, then you're going to exhale, roll up, pause, hold, and return. So we're going to go 10 of these. Inhale, exhale, crunch. And again, you can hold the top of that crunch for as long as you would like to. Now you're thinking about pushing your heels of your feet, balls of your feet together. So we're also working this inner thigh. Inhale as you roll back. Exhale, this is 7. Let's go 2 more of these. Pushing those feet together. And last one. Good. Go ahead and roll back. We're going to stay in a similar position, but this is where you're going to need your block, your pillow, whatever you may have here. So what we're going to do, we're going to position that item underneath, sort of just underneath your tailbone, underneath your hip bones here. We're going to stay in this similar position, this frog position. This time you're going to think about pushing your toes together at the tops though. Hands are going to be out to the side for support, and you're going to pull those knees up and then slow lower back down. Keeping those tiptoes pushed together, slow lower. We're just taking a little bit of pressure off of sort of off of your pelvis here a little bit. This is 5. We're going to go 5 more. We're nice and slow and controlled as we let those feet return back to the floor. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, drop back down. You get a little extra inner thigh work with both of these 2 first movements. And last one. Good. Slow control and lower. You can take those feet all the way to the floor, and you can remove your device that you have, whatever you've got here. So the next move is one where we are going to add in a couple of light weights. if you have them available to you. You can always do this totally body weight also. This is a movement where we're going to alternate side to side, so we are going to get 10 on each side. So what we're going to do, we're going to start out in the top of a plank position. So I want you to think about your dumbbells are directly under your arms. You're going to extend those legs all the way out to the back here. You're going to step a foot forward. So right now I'm stepping my right foot forward. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick that right dumbbell up, open up into that T position, slowly lower back to the floor and take it back to the plank. And then we'll switch and then do the other side. So again, really slow, controlled movements here. You get a little extra stretch. And again, you can do this without weights. So if you don't have weights with you or don't have something that you can push up overhead, that's okay. You can do this totally body weight. Good, there's 5. We're gonna go 5 more on each side. This is number 8. Good, 2 more. Find the top of that plank. Stretch out as long as those legs will allow you to. You may feel you're tighter when you first start this movement, and as you go through it, you are able to stretch a little bit deeper. Good, last one. And stretch and reach and lower. Back to that plank position. I like that move. It is really more of a full body movement because you are getting upper, lower, and core in there. I mean, just using those 5-pound dumbbells alone, you're like, I wouldn't go any heavier than that as after you go through that movement enough time. So that is what we're doing for those planks. Next, we're going to stick with our weights. We have an around the world crunch. So you're going to take those weights. Same thing here, going on the lighter end. I'm just going to use the same set that I just used in that last segment, but you can always go lighter if you need to also. So we're going to start on our backs. We are going to, let me roll. I have a knot on the back of my shirt here. Not a great idea. And I need to make sure I have enough clearance. So our dumbbells are going to start back under our head. And then we're going to crunch up and bring those dumbbells together. So bringing them back behind our head and then up, meet together in that crunch. So we're going 10 of these. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, roll back. Crunch, bring in those dumbbells, trying to meet them under the legs. It's okay if they don't touch. Again, a little full body here. You're getting a little more upper body. Inhale on the way back. Exhale, crunch. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Good. Go ahead. You can set those dumbbells back behind you if you would like to. All right. We are going to do a hollow hold. So we're going to stay back on our backs for this next position. These are going to be Scissor kicks, we're going laterally. So before we were going more of that, bringing our leg up towards our face, like pulling our calves and our knees towards our face. This time we're going to open up side to side. We're going to be in a hollow hold position, which just means you're going to sort of crunch up, bringing your upper back, your neck, your head, and just about to your shoulders up off of the mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to crisscross those legs. So you're going to get 10 with each leg being on the top. So really more of like a total of 20 of these crisscross or these hollow hold lateral scissor kicks. So your head can be supported by your hands if you would like to, if you want those there for support, or you can take your hands out to the side, whatever feels best for you. And 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. So hopefully you could see my feet in that view. My feet are crossing one foot over top of the other. You don't have to have your feet up very high off of the ground. Same with the upper part of your back. Doesn't have to be super high up off the ground. Just enough where you're up, sort of your feet are a little higher than your torso, and your head and your neck are up a little bit higher than your torso. All right, so next, you're gonna grab your block, your ball, your pillow, whatever you have. We're just gonna do something that is a super easy movement, but really is good at helping to engage that deep core. So you're gonna take whatever item you have here, your block, if you've got that, just something that you can push into. I'm gonna turn my block more of a horizontal way so I have a little bit more leverage to push. We're gonna start out in this seated position though. Block is gonna be here. We are going to come up, and as you come up, you are pushing into whatever item you are squeezing, and then you're gonna slowly lower back down. So we're gonna do 10 of these. Exhaling as you squeeze and come up. And it's a slow lower back down to that seated position. And you can see I am putting a lot of force on this block. I'm trying to push the palms of my hands together. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Good. We're going to set that block off to the side, set that pillow off to the side. No more equipment is needed. I'm going to move my dumbbells out of the way here. The last movement we're going to do, you're going to do 10 on each side. So this is going to be a side plank hold. We're going to do a leg lift. Couple of ways that you can do this movement. You can do it where you are in a full side plank position where both legs are up off of the mat, or you can have one leg down in a bent position if you need a little bit more stability here at the beginning, and then as your core gets stronger, you can eventually move into that fully elevated position. But what you're going to do is you're going to get into your side plank position. So I'm going to be a little bit angled here again, just so hopefully you can see this whole thing. I'm going to be supported here, shoulder, elbow in a line. I'm going to push my feet out to the side. I'm going to show you both ways. So I'm going to push my body up off of the mat. I'm trying to think about a nice diagonal line from my armpit all the way down to my ankle. And then we're lifting the top leg. So we're going to do 10 on each side. Now, if you can't be in that fully extended position, have this bottom leg, knee is bent, foot, your other foot still out here extended, and then you're going to lift it this way. But again, I want you to think about you're keeping this hip up and a nice diagonal line from your bent knee all the way up to your armpit. Let's go 2 more, 9 and 10. Good. We'll switch and do the other side. Same thing here. I'm just gonna change my diagonal positioning a little bit. Same thing here. You have the option to have both legs extended, push all the way up, or keep that bottom leg bent and more in that supported position. I'm going to do this one where I'm all the way up. So again, hand is there for support, shoulder, elbow in line, lift. I'm sinking. I'm going to drop that hip. 8, 9, and 10. Good. Go ahead and come down out of that position. So that's it. That is your 8 movements. Again, you can complete a total of 3 rounds of that if you want to go a little less, a little more. Completely optional to you. And same thing with those weights. You don't have to use the weights. If you're traveling and you don't have access to anything, you can definitely do those without weights. With the crunch, you would just be kind of reaching your hands, trying to get your outsides of your hands to touch underneath your legs through that crunch. And same thing with that plank to lunge to T extension. You could just open up your hand with no weight there. So it can be done either way. And then again, without the block, have a ball, a pillow, maybe a couple pillows, depending on how thick or how flat your pillows are, but just something to help lift up just a little bit and then give you something to squeeze into for those kneeling movements. So if you have any questions, let me know. If anything doesn't feel right or you're just not feeling it in your core and have questions about it, just let me know and I'd be happy to provide alternates or a little bit more detailed information. So have a nice rest of your day.